Yo, son, check Twitter out. Check you Nah, bro, we gonna have more bad news for the Xbox side if that's true. Yeah.
Hey, I see from JW he said Starfield is a time
Read the,
exclusive
but
confirmed by.
read the actual article that he screenshot it.
Okay, so it says there. I didn't even plan this. We wasn't even gonna talk about shit, but I knew something was gonna happen. There are Xbox brands that exist on other platforms. First and foremost, I think that it's important to note Minecraft didn't just stop existing on anything once Mojang got bought by Microsoft. Hines said it's a massively played game on all these platforms. It's not a sorry you're never going to get it. Never going to get to play anything by Bethesda again. Certainly, there are going to be things that you're not going to be able to play on PlayStation. Said, okay, then he says Hines mentioned how Starfield was announced as an Xbox exclusive, but he also suggests that the door might not be shut entirely on Bethesda games coming to PlayStation in some capacity. Starfield, this is a quote by the way, and I quote, Starfield, it was announced as a thing that's a Xbox exclusive, he said, and then he quotes, I don't know if I would go as far as to say you're done every what up that you're done ever playing stuff on PlayStation. But again, I don't know the answer to that right now. I don't know. The thing is, he wants to keep the door open. Xbox wants to close it for the benefit of selling consoles and subscriptions, and it's gonna be a very slippery slope when it comes to them. And we talked about this a lot. Like, you give us the middle finger and don't expect anything to sell over here anymore. But you can't be saying, "Hey, we like you guys," while also giving us the middle finger. You know, oh, we really want to put the game over there, and even though we're in control of the game, we make the game and we're in the meetings. You know, they're telling us no, and we're not gonna stand up for that. So we're just gonna let our game flap, bro. They're gonna find out the hard way. It's gonna be hard to make money. I don't know if you saw the sales report for I don't know if you saw the sales report for
What's up, Tech?
what's going on.
Yo, it's been a long time.
Yeah. We didn't get a sales report for Psychonauts. It didn't register on the UK sales chart. So there's nothing
Do
there.
you respect it? I mean, come on. Really?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm saying that to say the people that were bragging about how good it looks or bragging about it quote
You're kind of
unquote.
low. You're kind of low on my end. I don't know.
But you echoing, by the way.
I'm echoing?
Yeah, bro.
My bad.
Motherfucker, bro. It's been a while.
Barton, am I low?
No, you are not.
Okay, because my mouth is right on the fucking mic. Yeah, like I was saying, there's a lot of people bragging about Psychonauts, but I already knew it wasn't gonna sell.
Am I better now?
Yeah.
Am I better now?
Yeah, you're good. Let me see. We got like what? Motherfuckers online.
Did y'all see that stupid Austin Evans tear down?
Yeah, we seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, for God's
all I'm gonna say is
bro.
the guy is very biased, so we can't like, if you were gonna trust him, think twice before doing that, you know, because he's very biased. If I was anybody, I couldn't do it.
No, you know what? No, listen. I mean, you don't need to have a master's degree to know that if you want to take a temperature, heat temperature of a machine, You don't take it from the vents. That's where the heat is being, repulsed or something like that. That's some stupid ass shit.
I mean, you don't have the
I mean,
Mm.
God.
But Dev, let me tell you this. Me, you know, when you graduate, you get a bachelor's of science, right, in engineering. Me, I
Yeah.
have that. I have that. So I know everything they talk about big technology, right? This nigga literally said, specifically kept mentioning the rear of the console where the vents come out, and he said
Yeah.
the PS5 is hotter, right? So I'm like, that's actually a good thing because if less
Yeah.
heat is coming out, that means there's more heat inside,
Heat inside.
correct? But if
Yep.
more hot air is coming out and the temperature is 9 Celsius hotter, that means way more heat is coming out and it's a bigger fan. So you're telling me basically that the PS5 is hotter. No, no, no. The exit is hotter. But notice he didn't say the vents was loud or anything. He didn't say none of that. He just said the PS5 was hotter. Inside or outside. He kept saying rear of the
Sad,
console.
bro.
He basically just proved that the PS5 is better.
But he gave her, bro. Listen,
He basically confirmed
it's
what he
like
was trying to do.
it's like me coming to you and say and trying to prove to you that your fridge is actually hotter instead of
Yeah,
being cool inside. And to prove that, I'm going to the vents where it's outputting heat to prove it to you.
right.
I mean, you got to be some dumb. I mean,
I'm gonna
Jesus.
tell you, like literally, if more heat is coming out the back of your refrigerator, right? One thing I'm gonna tell you to do is open it inside and see if it's hot. Because literally, even the car, if it's hot outside, you run the AC. If you run the AC, it burns gas. That means that more heat is being pushed out the exhaust. That means your car is
Yeah.
cooler. Because I know that. Because I'm in the car almost every damn day. I know that already. So he basically, when he tried to confirm the PS5 is harder. No, what he confirms is basically the PS5, the new one, it's cooler, and it's even cooler than the Series X under duress. So I never get what was the point. And I see Digital Foundry already retweeted his shit on Twitter about his video is excellent. I'm like, how? He basically lied to y'all.
Yeah, but
You cool with that?
everybody's on their payroll, so as long as you are educated in this section where you know that all of it is bullshit, you're good.
This thing getting me tight because I'm sitting there watching, and I heard what he said. First of all, when he took it apart, I'm like, he's talking about, look at the size. That's bro, it's a radical change. They're using materials that's thinner than copper. Copper is good for heat sinks. Yes, it is. Absolutely. But they're using a material that's not just thinner because that means the heat can escape from that thinner part. Go to the fan will disperse the heat. Anything he's saying in that video is just proof the PS5 will be cooler. It has a smaller heat sink and the area is smaller. Why would you put an SSD in a tight space with a fan? That would mean that your console will have more heat inside, which the last PS5s had. But if you have a smaller heat sink, a smaller space, that means there'll be less heat burning in there. The fan will literally suck all of that power out, all the heat out, and put it to the vents. I'm still not seeing what the issue is.
Hey, listen, man. It's just an agenda at this point.
Yeah,
That's all they
exactly.
want. Austin Evans, the day that dude had the Series S from Xbox to,
All that.
when like early last year,
Yeah, when he did the teardown
from then it
Series
was
X.
a wrap. Like it was
Oh,
over. It was over.
trust me, you're not the only one. They try to quote Game of Nexus like he proved, like they're trying to make
You
Game
know
of
what's
Nexus but
crazy?
yeah,
Wait,
Xbox
wait,
dude.
wait.
Like,
Do you know what's crazy? You had people starting to make videos about it being looking like it was true. Like, oh
hmm
my God.
that was a disappointment. But I knew that
And
was gonna
you,
happen.
do you know what I think? They're doing this to distract everybody from Halo.
Bro, I said that. Literally, me and Sakuma said that shit. That's exactly what it is.
That's what they want. Like every time there's a bad Xbox news, they come up
Right?
with a
Last
bad
year,
PlayStation news out of nowhere.
remember the overheated rumors when they did the first analysis, right? Um, of games and the PS5 performed better. What was the first thing they brought up? heating issues. Remember, my PS5s would crash and it was when a certain update, especially if you went back to Days Gone, it was. So they had a point because that actually was happening, and then it got fixed. They went from overheating, and then now the big thing was SSD expansion. They did that, so they killed every argument they had. Now they don't have nothing to say. Now it's back to the PS5s overheating. Prove it. Because I've yet to see anybody make a video of that shit burning.
What's going on, Games? How you doing, man? I know we're late today.
No, that's True Witty, bro.
No.
True Witty in the house. I know you're reading the chat.
Oh yeah. I know we're late because obviously there's no news today, and that's
not
because
late, my nigga.
They yeah, I'm late because it's not 11, and I started not at 12. I started
live. You go live when you go live.
Nah,
Yeah.
I like to be punctual, so and my channel for how I start, I was late.
Fuck that nigga.
Purposely. Yeah. Long story short,
Oh, wait.
I'm working
afraid.
on a couple projects, and one of the projects is a side by side comparison of CGI, and the CGI is better, obviously, on Saints Row Reboot, and the character models are way more realistic. Music and the score, everything that we got here, it was just much better. It was just done much. It's nothing else I can say about. Nothing else I can say how well. Move. Yeah, you got that same feel from the main bad guys or the top.
I mean, you know, they don't know what they're talking about when they are the same people that were out there saying that variable clocks were bad, and they also turn around and say that Sony's clone solution is also bad when both tying together. Why do you think they made variable clocks though? It allows them to control the heat. You can't have constant power and constant frequency at the same time.
We got like
one has to fluctuate according to the
either
workload.
2 or 3 other motherfuckers in the community doing a live stream. So, and then I started super late.
Yeah, Jabari doing one right now.
Yeah, the Jabari, Craig Tech guy, but there's nothing happening today. Ain't shit happening today. You know, even PlayStation.
I just passed by to see how you all were doing. So see y'all later.
Yeah, the only people that's the only time we get news is tomorrow. I told y'all that for a good amount of weeks now, going into a month, that PlayStation ain't lifting a finger on Monday and Friday. You will get news from them Tuesday through Thursday. I mean, now
okay,
when it comes,
see y'all guys.
Okay, man. When it comes to other developers, like I said yesterday during the Sunday show, they do have to get their information out before the month of September starts, and they get lost in the mix because ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about any of these games until after the holiday season, and then by that time you're trying to squeeze your game into February, and then by the time you try to squeeze your game into February, there are like 2 to 3 big titles in February that are gonna outshine your game. You're gonna realize these games are outshining your title, and then you end up giving an announcement that nobody wants, that you're gonna delay your game. You're gonna blame it on something else, but we all know why you're gonna blame your game, because you're not gonna get any traction. You're not gonna get any exposure when bigger games are out that month. If Horizon doesn't get a new gameplay trailer with details on the pre-order, instead of just opening the pre-orders, which I expect them to do a professional thing, release a new trailer for the benefit of the pre-orders, to get people excited to pre-order the game if they're not already excited to pre-order the game. And that right there will make that game shine even brighter. And then some people that have placed their game into February prematurely will then delay their game. They might not do it now, but they are looking at it and they're like, we don't know if we can go up against a PlayStation exclusive when we need that community to also buy our game and play our game that month. Will they be too preoccupied about the main event of that month? Let me put it that way. And the main event of February is Horizon. You can't beat Horizon. You need to place your game somewhere else. What's going on, Mr. Mass Produce? What's going on, the Gamer 777?
Yo.
Okay, you said the 1 second, Spartan. The Gamer 777 said, "Hey JTech TV, I have an Xbox Series S, and I love it. Hey JTech TV, Xbox is better than PlayStation. Change my mind. I want to debate. You don't have a profile picture, so I don't believe anything you said. So, just to be polite, I'm gonna give you a 2-minute head start. You can continue to post any of the dumb bullshit you wanted to post, and then after 2 minutes, I'm gonna block you. I'm not gonna let nobody waste my time. My time is precious, and this life that I have is precious. I'm not gonna be stressing out about any of these no-name, no-face motherfuckers that want to come here and talk to another man because you're fucking lonely in your life. So, you got 2 minutes, man. Make it good. What was you saying, Spartan?
Have you noticed, you was talking about patterns. Have you noticed that when it comes to pre-ordering games, most of the games launch, like the pre-orders, open on a Thursday now. What the fuck was good with that? Resident Evil pre-orders opened on the Thursday. Fucking Demon Souls shit, it opened on the Thursday. Ratchet and Clank opened on the Thursday. Whereas Final Fantasy VII Integrate launched on the fucking Thursday. I went back into research before
there is a pattern. I didn't see that one. Thanks for catching that. I didn't see that one, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. Now I have noticed
every day of the week is occupied.
Yeah, but we just talked about Monday and Friday are not occupied, at least by PlayStation. And even to a degree, some of the third party, second party, and even indie developers don't drop any news. There's literally no news today. There's nothing. Today
there's only one platform that does shit on Monday though.
Who is that?
Microsoft.
Man,
they do this shit on Monday. I mean, the Xbox Series X specs and all that shit was revealed on a Monday.
But I'm talking about, since we're in this generation, is anybody dropping news? Like dropping news?
The Medium's release date was announced on Monday.
No, that's not Microsoft games. That's not Microsoft's though.
But like when it comes to like Gears getting this update and this ray tracing and all that shit, that was announced on a Monday, and the DLC for how was released on a Tuesday. So I've seen a pattern with that. Tuesday is mostly PlayStation, and on Wednesday they might do an update on something they said before. PlayStation might do that, but Nintendo usually takes from Tuesday or even Saturdays at points. I follow the patterns. Like it's starting to become weird. Every day of the week is occupied, and Sunday is when Microsoft always seems to have a show. So every day of the week, Sunday Microsoft does a show. Microsoft will do their news or drop something, right? Tuesday PlayStation will say something. Wednesday PlayStation might have a state of play, or like on the Thursday or something. They announce it on Wednesday. Thursday would be the actual shows. Friday is when Nintendo will probably announce they have a treehouse or some shit. Saturday would be either Microsoft's on Nintendo's day to actually show something, and Sunday is back to Microsoft. They have more days of the week where they drop shit. I've noticed that. They have Sunday, they have Monday, and they have Friday. And Saturday they have a showing.
They allow for their developers and everybody just focus, like on their games when it comes to Monday and Friday. So they have a limited amount of time where they have to produce any type of news or coverage, interviews, and that would be 3 days a week, and then you have the weekends also. So you only basically working 3 days a week.
It's smart in a way because Sunday off. If you have a show. Monday is when you have the show, and that's like the start of the week for most people. Because the beginning of the week is Sunday, but in the work week it is Monday. So most people, right?
Yeah.
Monday to Friday. So I know Microsoft starts off the week with news, and then they'll talk about it throughout the week. And then Friday they might do a little update like Nintendo would, and Saturday they also might do it. It depends. So yeah, they usually have 4 days off. But I've noticed something. Microsoft said they were Naughty devs to have creative freedom. I don't think that has to do with games. I think it's them talking about the games because notice how many times have you heard Bethesda make statements on their own games? The president of it. How many times Pete Hines have been said something so far? Last time he talked about apologies to PlayStation and we're focused on Xbox. Now he's saying Starfield and other games. Well, not Mr. Starfield. He said he was announced as it. It was announced. That sounds like a butt is going to come after that. It was announced as the Xbox exclusive, but games like ours launching on other platforms, I don't have an answer to that yet. That sounds like to me they want the games to come to PlayStation, but Microsoft don't.
There you
And when
go.
he said in some capacity,
Mm-hmm.
to me, that sounds like Game Pass again.
Yeah.
That's the only way they're allowing that shit on PlayStation.
That's the
unless
only
they
way.
just,
And you know what? Sony will not bend the knee because they will just have again they will pick the Nintendo strategy, and that strategy is okay. You don't want to put our games over here. That's perfectly fine. We have big games over here that will sell our console. We're perfectly all right without that type of game. So I feel like Bethesda wants to make money. They want to sell a lot of copies. They want their core fan base, which they've looked at the statistics and the sales over the last 10 years. It has been PlayStation. You just alienated a shitload of fucking people.
Skyrim is the biggest thing because Skyrim was on PC as modded, so it's quite supported on PC.
It's funny. It's funny that they're enhancing that version at the same time on PlayStation. You wanna know what's funny about that too?
What?
Oh, the Elder Scrolls Online, they charged them the PlayStation community. They decide to turn that around and upgrade for free. I think they're losing money. I think they're losing money on that massive purchase.
That's cool.
It might.
But
I think
nobody,
that's
no,
cool.
they
Yeah,
don't.
like,
They yeah,
who
it's cool.
fuck-
Yeah, you right, bro. It is doom and gloom over there. They losing money. It's bad. That's bad. That's really really bad. They're losing
What
money.
was that? They
But,
chose the
yeah, they
Microsoft.
chose that. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck if they losing money. I don't give a fuck if that was a bad investment. Nobody told them to do that shit. That was them. So
They
boo
did.
boo
They chased
fucking
money
who?
and then look, money
Boo
has to
fucking
come
who?
out.
They could fucking go bankrupt for all I care. They made that decision. No one forced them to do that. Nobody was flirting around with buying a big ass publisher like that. There was rumors on the internet, and if you did that in response to rumors you saw on the fucking internet, you're a dumbass. Because God knows there were a lot of rumors on the internet from fans saying Sony should buy Square Enix, which is a publisher, and I believe that Microsoft prematurely acquired Bethesda as to counteract a potential purchase.
That
of
was a
Square Enix.
rumor for the beginning of last year. Like I remember they were saying not an outright purchase, but a merger. And that source that said it, that he's gotten a lot of shit right in the past from PlayStation. Is even Xbox news. The teraflop count. He was one of the people who said it. It is fully 12. It's 52 CUs, and that came out to be absolutely true. So it's not like he just predicted shit on the PlayStation side. He said Xbox shit as well. And he's been correct. When he said the medium would be a launch on the time exclusive, and it will launch on PlayStation around a year later. It is. So when they say they merge with Sony, that makes sense. Remember, Square has done a merger before with Enix, so they're not new to it. And I think, yeah, they really did that because if you think about it, Square Enix is the Eastern version of Bethesda. They got the American thing, they have the American audience, they have Japanese audience. And
Yep.
if the announcement ever comes and they do see it into Sony as a merger, that's going to be trouble.
That's
Because now
dangerous.
you won't know if you will have a game like Tomb Raider. Kingdom Hearts probably would stay multi-plat because of Disney. But honestly, I don't think you're going to see Final Fantasy games on Xbox soon. If that shit comes true. Because Sony's know they're going to make money. They don't need Xbox for that. Like it's being shown. Final Fantasy fucking 14 got its boost. Remember online, this shit crashed because everybody was trying to play it. Remember that, J-Tech, last
Yeah, I
month?
remember that.
Yeah, I remember. I remember
It
that.
crashed.
Yeah, they
7
had to
came
stop
out
me
last
from
year.
buying the game. They had to stop people from buying the
Buying the
game.
fucking game, like again, and that's the old game. Now we got. You saw Final Fantasy 7 come out last year. It was a hit. Then it got a remaster for the
Yeah,
PS5 integrated. It's still in the sales charts. That's the funny thing. It stays on the sales charts all the fucking time. So not only that, but then you have Final Fantasy 16, which is exclusive for 2 years, and then you have the Forspoken, which is also 2 years. That's every game they got coming out. Besides Final Fantasy Origins, so we don't really know too much about that. But
Yeah,
all of the
that's
games
the
is
next
PlayStation
year
exclusive.
game, but that game, from what we played from an early alpha beta, that game needs a lot of time. That is a cash grab, I believe. That's a cash grab
It is.
because that's not a mainline Final Fantasy. I don't feel like anybody asked for that, but they saw the style of gameplay that has been trending lately, and they were like, okay,
With the
let's
soul.
yeah, with the soul. So they was like, yeah, let's try to do something like that. And I know that there's a demographic for that, and it could sell about 1 million or 2 lifetime, maybe even 3, depending on if they polish some shit up and add some stuff to it. But I feel like it is definitely a cash grab. No one saw that shit coming, and we heard rumors about it close to the reveal, but it doesn't feel played it. It does not feel like Dark Souls. It actually feels like Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it looked like it. It plays like it.
It plays like it. Looks like it. You know, man, it's crazy.
It looks a lot like Devil May Cry. Like if you ask me, once I saw the fucking character, I'm like, they look like. That's the first thing I said when I seen. I was like, Devil May Cry. I came on this podcast and I asked y'all after I heard about it. It looks a lot like Devil May Cry. That's literally the first things I said to y'all on the podcast in June. When I first saw the shit, I was like, okay, that's like it does. But honestly, I'm not gonna get on that. I just hope Sony never announced that shit. You purchase Square Enix, that's it.
Well, like I said,
That's a big, that's a big fucking purchase, bro.
before they get to that level, the smaller ones that you know they need to get them. Yes, I know we talk about it all the time. It's already confirmed, but it's really not. Make that announcement for Bluepoint. There you go. And get fucking Ember Labs. I feel like Bluepoint and Ember Labs with Nixus and House Marquee. I feel like that's a nice 4-studio lineup for the beginning of this new generation.
Moon Studios.
Moon Studios. What do they make?
I believe.
Hey, hold on, guys. Ass wipe, the little Xbox motherfucker. I forgot to block you, man. Nobody's banning you for your opinion. We're just banning you because we know you're full of bullshit. I've dealt with a lot of fucking it's the guy called the Gamer 777. It's a generic name. He didn't even have enough time to post a profile picture. You're gonna be getting banned. Look, bro. Gaming is not about quick resume, and the first system that had something similar to quick resume that I experienced was the PSP Go, which allowed you to pause a game and then go play another one and go back to that game. What quick resume is.
It's nothing new.
I don't know how you would be doing quick resume on Xbox when the majority of you idiots play multiplayer titles. You know, how the fuck are you gonna play a multiplayer title?
PC had that shit too.
Quick resume, yeah. I mean, it's like a buzzword. It's like, hey, we got this thing that you don't got. It makes our system better.
Played on a PC, right? No, and man. You had fucking like, if you had enough DDR4 RAM, honestly, like me, I remember I played Saints Row the Third on PC in 2014, November 2014 to be exact. On GTX, what the fuck was it? I forgot which part it was, but it was PC. I was upstate in Utica, and if you pause that fucking game and you go to the home screen and you boot up Saints Row the 4 and you play it, You come out of that game, you go to the next game, it's still there. There's no lag to where you could. All you had to do was press on the Xbox controller, because I used that because my homie Josh, he had an Xbox controller to play. As soon as you press play, you keep going. And that was the mission you and Truetti was playing with the Guardian Angel with the you shoot the
Yeah.
RPG out. That was that mission. That mission has a lot of lag, and that's one of the most heavy missions in Saints Row that had frame drops. And you're able to hold the games up to 5, and that wasn't it. Once you start playing Dota, and that's fucking an online game, play Dota on that shit, and then come back to Saints Row, it's still there. All right, came out of that, played Left 4 Dead. It was still there when I went back to Saints Row the third. Mind you, that's 4 games right now. You know, it was the heaviest game I played. Call of Duty, Black Ops, World at War from 2008. That's the only thing that made Saints Row reload. And it reload only to the home screen. All you have to do is go to co-op campaign, load game, save file, pop, you back to where you was. PlayStation doesn't need quick resume. Xbox needs to do what PlayStation do, is able to load the game from the boot, from the home screen, as fast as quick resume can switch between games. That's what they need. PlayStation doesn't need quick resume. Why? If you can load every game like this, all you got to do is put your console, even in rest mode on the PS4. Put your console at rest mode, even on the Xbox One. Put your rest mode, come back, boom, you're back there. And I know that's true because if you play Forza Horizon 2, that was the first example of quick resume on the Xbox One. Y'all niggas don't even know nothing about your own system. The Xbox Series was not the first fucking Xbox with quick resume. If y'all had Snap, and y'all remember the Snap feature on the Xbox One, you can go in between apps, bro. You can have TV, you can have a game, but you can also have a game and a game. They took it away. Xbox One was the first Xbox with quick resume, so I'm not getting how people are talking to me about what Xbox had and PlayStation needs when y'all don't even know the Xbox One had this shit with Snap.
All I'm gonna say, bro, I love editing. I love making videos. I love editing, bro. But God, is it so, bro? Y'all don't understand how easy it is on this motherfucking game. I'm gonna move that audio down to 7. Look at this project I made. So I made a and what I had noticed, even though you got a more badass trailer with part 3, the Kanye West music, the way that I've cut, I had to cut the reboot trailer because it was just too lengthy. It matches with the reboot trailer, and it does make it more appealing, but it's not badass. But again, we gotta understand these are fucking kids. They are gonna be the new Saints, but they ain't Saints yet, and they gotta still, you know. We had to steal though too, and all the other Saints we had to steal from other motherfuckers so we could get better. So I understand that, but you're not gonna get a third installment trailer from a reboot of a new refreshing it. You're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that type of badassery. As well as you had the main cast of part 2, right, which was Gat, you, Shanti, Pierce, but then you had the new character, which was the wrestler. You had fucking what's her name? I want to call her Genji, but that's not her name. The hacker.
Kenzie,
not Genji. Kenzie. So you had all of these elements, but again, nobody really understood. Like, when I go back and look at it, I think the main character. I thought we were seeing 2 Gats because the main character was modeled after Gat. Outside of having the purple shirt and Gat having a white shirt, you probably didn't even know that was the motherfucking main. That was you. That wasn't Gat because y'all both have a similar hairstyle, both got the same similar glasses. But exactly. But I like how they had this shit, bro. It was just so well done, man. So well done. Man, I'm telling y'all, this like this is the one thing like people talking about. Oh yeah, Xbox got quick resume. Do you got video editors? Do you got that? Nah, you don't got that shit.
Yeah, you do, but they should have left.
Like, bro, I got the screenshot off of Bing, owned by Microsoft. I downloaded these trailers from YouTube. It took probably about 10 minutes of my time to add this together.
Crisp as fuck, bro. Look at the
It looks crisp as shit. I'm gonna just add the fucking, some. I'm gonna add my logo because I did transfer my JTech TV logo, so I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna go see this shit right now. That shit is fire.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
That's fire.
I mentioned Moon. Yo, you see when I mentioned Moon Studios, it would be petty if Sony bought them because remember Microsoft owns Ori.
Oh, remind me about Moon Studios. What do they do?
Ori.
In the Blind Forest.
Oh,
wait, Microsoft. I think Microsoft owns Ori though.
They own the right to the first one.
Right?
They don't own Ori. They don't own Ori.
So Moon Studios owns Ori.
Yes.
Yeah, Moon Studios own that.
Would it be
but
petty?
they wish they did.
They're the ones who put it on the Switch.
All right. So it would be funny if Sony bought Moon Studios because remember they had Ori for I think since 2010. I think they had that on Xbox. But you see how Insomniac made Sunset Overdrive and Microsoft had the publishing rights to the first game, but Sony owns it now. That would be funny if Sony bought Moon Studios. They will own Ori, literally every single one, and they could bring it to PlayStation without their permission.
Yeah, they own the IP. Yeah,
that would be funny to me because you said small studios. A game like Oddworld and a game like Ori are very underappreciated. The reason I mentioned Oddworld because it has that same type of style.
No, I like Ori. I like Ori.
Ori is a fantastic game. So when Xbox dudes list that on their games and they mention Ori, you would never hear me say nothing bad about that because that game is fucking phenomenal.
You know what I'm gonna say bad about it?
No, that game.
You know what I'm gonna say bad about? I'm gonna say they capping. That's what I'm gonna say. They only put that they put that shit on their list because it's a high rated game and they can use that as ammo. But in reality, they're not playing it. And we're looking at these gamer scores from
the latest one,
and they're doing the same fucking thing, bro. They're hyping up Psychonauts just like they were hyping up Flight Simulator. But how many of them are playing?
Every one of those achievements are rare, bro. Rare. Like, how the hell does that make sense?
The last thing I saw Xbox 2's champion I actually played was Rare Replay.
Rare Replay.
Yeah, that came out 2015.
The collection. That's actually good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the last game I saw them big up and actually play was PUBG after that, which is 2017, and that's the game that sold. Not shit.
What's going on, Ice Queen? How you guys doing?
Over 10 million on Xbox, so I know they kept, but yeah, I think that would be funny if Sony did that. Because
that would be cool.
Like how Microsoft, like Hellblade was on PlayStation, and even though it didn't sell the best on any platform, they bought Ninja Theory, even though their last game has to do with PlayStation. And they made it known Hellblade is not going to PlayStation, the sequel. So I think, in a way, Sony still needs that little jab. I know it's something petty, they don't need to, but I think it would be a slap in the face to have Ori on PlayStation, but not just a port, which is only in the fucking studio.
Yeah,
and it's not just Moon Studios. Trust me, there's a lot more I can tell y'all about. Remedy would be the next one. You already gotta imagine that you acquire a Remedy, and not only did you sell the rights to Remedy, but Alan Wake, Sony can announce a sequel. You won't have it because you gave them the rights, man.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the stupidest shit they did when they said they sold it back to Remedy for like a couple of million. I was like, what? Why would you do that?
So can anybody talk to me about Psychonauts? Because all these reviews are putting up high scores, but it don't look like the people that are playing it. They're like, nah, it ain't that good.
I could tell you about Psychonauts 1. Well, not just the second one because I haven't played it. Psychonauts 1 was a fantastic game. It was like Crackdown 1. That was the best game, and it reminds me of like Plants vs Zombies. It's a cool little cartoony like game,
To
It's
require
fun.
fair play, they're talking up their ass because the
Like,
fact of the matter is, like all the
yeah.
achievements you see on there are rare.
I know.
Every single one of them.
Trust me, I know.
Every single one of the trophies is a rare
I
trophy.
like I like Psychonauts 1, and I know usually when your game gets better with a sequel, right? Like Killzone 1 and 2
It's a
was
bunch of
clear.
puzzles.
But think of a game like Plants vs. Zombies, right? Their first game launched on Xbox first and then came to PlayStation. It was a very cool game. It was fun and it was wacky as fuck. It reminds me of that ukulele franchise. It gave me that type
Okay.
of feeling, right? But when you play Psychonauts 1, you actually will have fun. This one just looks better than the first. But from what I'm seeing gameplay wise, like it's changed a little, but not really to the level that it needs to stand out. I want to know when JTech tweeted, that feels weird for me to say because I haven't been on Twitter for so long, but yeah, when he tweeted that they don't have enough resources to add more languages to Psychonauts, and he said, aren't these guys owned by Microsoft? You remember that when you posted that,
Yeah.
Jay?
Yep.
A guy said to me, I was like, didn't Microsoft, I said, didn't Microsoft give Xbox an infinite budget? He said to me, they did, but when Satya Singh said, so they wasn't making money back, he stopped it. First off, you make no sense. Because if you give somebody an infinite budget, infinite means ongoing, right? It doesn't stop.
Yep.
Budget means there's the end. It stops. It's a certain amount. That is an oxymoron. There's no
Yeah.
such thing as an infinite budget. If you said infinite resources, that still wouldn't make no sense because infinite means it's forever going to keep going. That makes no sense for y'all. Psychonauts 2 it's a high rated game.
No,
I'm
infinite
proud they got a high
You wanna
rated.
know what's
makes
funny
more
though, man?
sense.
The only people that are saying that on the internet are the Xbox fans. They hype themselves up for disappointment, and they need to stop because they're looking silly right now.
Especially that
Infinite
PlayStation.
resource makes more sense than infinite budget.
Hmm?
I said infinite resources makes more sense than infinite budgets.
It still wouldn't because infinite resources goes on. Resources is what you're given, right? If it's infinite, right, that means you consistently have money. If you say we don't have resources to add more shit, that means you don't have it,
Source.
huh?
But you wouldn't say you have limited resources because it's an infinite resource.
Money is not infinite, though. That's the thing.
Money is not infinite. Nothing is infinite. But these Xbox
Yeah.
fans think the thing that
Yeah,
Microsoft
so I'm
has done
saying, like,
no harm
yeah,
of
they
them.
said Microsoft is giving money to Xbox, which they did. Correct. They
That's the
did.
only way. That's the only way. Xbox is still there. Microsoft gave them money.
They get the money, right? They gave them a budget. They gave them nothing infinitely. The only thing they giving them infinite is
well. This is what we gotta ask: who said it? No one said that at Microsoft. Phil Spencer never said that. The developers never confirmed that. No one actually confirmed that when you get acquired by Microsoft, you then have an infinite budget to do whatever the fuck you want. No one
Sony has announced that. They gave their studios resources.
but
That's
not
the only
not
people.
over at Microsoft. The fans
They-
have
they
been
would
putting that message out there. The
They would
fans
never
have
announce
put that
that.
shit out there. And look, I'm gonna tell you right now, when you own that many motherfuckers, and I had talked about this before, the lower end devs, the indie devs, the ones that don't produce a lot, and the ones that were not at good status when they were acquired, don't expect them to get boosted. Sony boosts developers based off of their work, and when they do better, they give them more stuff to work with. Look at how they rewarded House Marquee with an acquisition, but they rewarded them based off all those games to get them to the level of Returnal, so they could then see what they could do, and then they were like, okay, we see what you can do. We're gonna acquire you and give you even more help. They did the same thing with Pixelus, even though they had already owned them. They put out Concrete Genie. Now they're giving them an even bigger budget for their next game. That's how you do it. A natural progression.
Right. And how you know they're doing that, Jay? Because the developers themselves say they're expanding. You can expand without money.
Exactly. I believe though, you know, is the goal there for Psychonauts? I guess because it is high. The goal is
the Metacritic score.
Yeah, the Metacritic. Because for Xbox, let's be honest, that's all that really does matter at this point because they're not making any money off of the game sales. I mean, sorry, they're not selling any copies. So the Metacritic score would make their games look good. But if Psychonauts was good back in the day and it's good now, that don't mean shit for the rest of the Game Pass lineup.
Talk about Alien. The Alien game that came out recently.
Yeah, I saw that it's the #1 on the UK sales chart, which is kind of weird.
Right. I see it did, I think, 42% on PS5, 31% on Xbox, which is extremely high if you really think about it, but 27 on PS4. I want to know, why did they break apart Xbox sales? That's the weird shit when I saw that. I'm like, yes, 31% is good. Because it's lower than the usual, 80-20 split, which is rather high. Because, that's 69% on PlayStation to 31% on Xbox. So that's impressive. The problem is, how much did it sell on Xbox Series consoles versus the One consoles? That I really want to know. Because if it sold like 20-something% on the X Series consoles, that means it sold less than 10% on the Xbox One, which is the majority. We got to talk about that. They got to start splitting those sales because this is like the first game that didn't get an 80-20 split.
That's what's funny is when it comes. Wait. Let me ask you a question. Because you was talking and I was. Hold on, man.
Truly on me.
You. What was the split?
Okay, so the Alienation, I believe it's called, sold 42% on PlayStation 5. It sold 31% on Xbox. They didn't give no split, and 27% on PlayStation 4, which totals 69%. 69% on PlayStation, but 31% on Xbox. Now,
the only reason why it's like that, and we already know, because it's a shooter. If it was any other genre, the split would be bigger. PlayStation is still dealing with roughly around 70-80 split. Sometimes even 90. But
Outriders was a shooter, and it was an 80-20 split. So I can't really agree with you there because
listen. The reason why you had that split because it was on Game Pass.
No, but it sold actually.
I know, but that was on Game Pass. Aliens, that was just a straight game released on both platforms, not on Game Pass. Should have been a Game Pass title because it's not looking good for the review scores, but I guess there's more Alien fans over there in the UK than I thought was in the world, but
it is. You know that, bro? Like Resident Evil is bigger in the UK than here in the United States.
I'm happy for them getting a new entry in it. I mean, let's be honest, it is literally the only new game that released that week outside of fucking Psychonauts, which again is not on the sales chart. Like I don't understand what that's all about.
It wasn't even on PlayStation.
Oh, I know. It wasn't on it wasn't a PS5 title, so it would only be PS4.
No, I said it ain't even chart on PlayStation.
Yeah, but it did release, so they still should have gave some information out. Even if it didn't chart in the top 10, information should have been posted.
No, it didn't chart in general at all.
Like at all?
Yeah, it didn't chart.
We're looking at a game that just didn't sell, but the scores look good. That's not a future I want to live in.
That's not good.
That's not a future I want to live in, man.
That shit doesn't look good.
So let's dive into this, guys. Psychonauts has an 88 on Metacritic, but it didn't sell. Nobody purchased it. All the Xbox fans bragging about how good it looks or how good it is. They're playing it through Game Pass because they don't even want to take a chance on that. PlayStation fans already knew we got the middle finger by not getting a PS5 edition. So we didn't fucking buy that shit. Plus they wanted $60 for it. So we are looking at one of the first fucking games from Game Pass that has a high ass Metacritic score, almost a 90, but
And
no
no one
one
gives a shit
purchased
about
it.
it.
Nobody gave a shit about it.
Well,
Again,
what do you expect?
it's not the future I want to live in.
No, you gotta understand. You gotta understand, though, James. PlayStation fans crowdfunded it and got the middle finger, so they said give the middle finger back. Y'all ain't selling shit.
It's not that.
Y'all ain't gonna sell shit.
We did the right thing. It's them. The cappers. The Xbox fans. Like, yeah, that's your game. Buy it. Oh, but you don't like it that much. You know, remember I told you about this this test, right? That we did before. It was okay. Let me see. Let me see if I do this one real quick. Food or let me just do this test real quick. Food or Game Pass? Like right now, is Game Pass right now? Right now. Can you even think of Game Pass being in the news cycle over the last week or so? No, you can't. Because there have been games that are obviously not going to Game Pass that are coming out that will not benefit Game Pass. So there's no reason to even talk about Game Pass or like it at all. If I had money right now, I already ordered some food. But I'm just saying, if it was between food and Game Pass, I would pick food. Because Game Pass, their value of that service fluctuates week to week, month to month. It's the same shit as Netflix. Netflix is not always good. They don't always have good shit on Netflix. It fluctuates. I'm still waiting for The Rock, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds movie, and it got pushed back to November. I don't really see anything on there that I really want to watch. So it's like
Final Fantasy's birthday. Funny.
There's we've talked about this last week and the week before. There are a lot of anniversaries coming up. Devil May Cry was not too long ago.
Yes, Final Fantasy's birthday.
How old is it? What, 30 years old?
I guess.
It's it should be 31 years old, 36 years old, I think.
Mm-hmm.
36, because I know Dragon Quest came out before. No, Dragon Quest came out, I think, 1983 or some shit. One y'all look for me, because I know that shit is old. Right now, I'm doing something on my hair.
Yo, Xbox need to get the hell out of there, bro. This nigga retweet. These niggas like started posting on their Final Fantasy like they had any input in their success.
What, the history? They don't know
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, bro.
Wait, who said something?
That's the other PlayStation as well. That nigga not gonna be able to tell you. Because that's not just like Kingdom Hearts. Ask them about Kingdom Hearts, they don't know shit about it. Because they only got one game. Well, they got all the games, but they only got one little game, like main entry, that had a release day and date with a PlayStation. And did they buy it? No. Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 3 literally suffered just for that reason. It had no history with Xbox, so what the fuck is it over there? Like, what was you thinking?
What's funny is they when they released the older ones over there, it was like, hey, whatever, it can't hurt. And Microsoft about to pay us this money, to make their fans look even more dumber. It was really like a sympathy. It was like an act of sympathy. Hey, we'll give you all these old ones. They're out of date. Nobody really gives a fuck about them. PlayStation got all the sales for it, so it doesn't really matter. Here, take all of these, but you're not getting Forspoken, okay, motherfuckers, and you're not getting Final Fantasy 16 because you didn't support 15, so don't worry about that shit. Like the deal between Square and PlayStation was so easy to make because Xbox fans made it easy. All y'all had to do was buy Final Fantasy 15, and Sony wouldn't have been able to make a contract so easily. Remember, they haven't been able to do timed exclusive with Square Enix for some time.
Yeah,
And now they're doing it like flawlessly.
Our riders went to game. The only deal, but actually just locking the game. Y'all haven't had that since Rise of the Tomb Raider. Like,
yeah. See how things change, man. And with Rise of the Tomb Raider, it did not. Those games did not sell on there, man.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider did worse. And
Someone under the post asked, when is Final Fantasy VII Remake coming to Xbox? I'm like,
Oh, that is funny. That is funny.
know. It is going to come at this point.
I don't even know if it's even coming at this point. This.
14 for Xbox. To me, that sounds like we're done with the motherfuckers. That's what it sounds like to me. And then once a company gets done with you and they announce it publicly, it's not coming. Other games will follow that same route. Like, I don't know. I don't think it will come. I hope it does, because, they more experienced. But Final Fantasy VII, everybody knows that's for PlayStation. Like, it shouldn't come to Xbox. I don't mean that in a mean or fanboy way. I'm just mean like, they just get in the game just to get it. But they're not going to buy it. They're not going to support it. They just want to say, oh, we have. So there's one less exclusive that you have. Haha. Just like all the Yakuza games, when they had the time exclusive for the Series X in North America. How did Like a Dragon do? Bad. Across the board. Because they locked it. To Xbox. So when it came to PS5, it's like, okay, we don't even want this shit now. Keep it. You haven't heard about Yakuza 7 since January. That's bad, bro. They killed the game. Just based off marketing.
So, is it Final Fantasy 15's anniversary or Final Fantasy's anniversary?
Well, they put up Noctis. Noctis
yeah,
on.
I'm looking
on,
at the picture. Yeah.
Screenshot.
It was Final Fantasy's birthday a few days ago.
Okay.
I saw it on my Twitter feed.
So I was looking at some information about Saints Row, and it does seem like they would have wanted to put it out this year because around November 15th is when Saints Row the Third came out, which would have been a direct 10-year anniversary. But of course, the holiday season is packed, so they had to push it back to February. But there's a lot of anniversaries that are up, and I think people wanted to post it. So if Final Fantasy's anniversary is right around now, they would have probably wanted to put Final Fantasy 16 out this year, which was planned, by the way. We still haven't got a notice on the official confirmation or the delay, but we know it's coming out next year. But yeah, there's a lot of people's anniversaries this month. I mean, this year.
Oh, by the way, I'm gatekeeping. I don't care. Those guys over there, they don't deserve Final Fantasy.
Oh, hell no.
No, hell no.
There's nothing wrong gatekeeping. They already look. They got the keys to Final Fantasy 1 all the way to 15. Right? They didn't get 14, and they didn't get. They're not getting 16 anytime soon. And Forspoken is gonna pass them because they ain't gonna buy that shit.
Did you just say 1 all the way up to 15?
Did they not get 1?
No.
Which ones did they put on Game Pass? Because I was under the impression everything.
They only put the remastered 10 and 10 to Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9, 13, 10, and that's it.
14.5, 13.5.
Yeah, Sam.
No, they didn't get no 14. Damn it.
19.
19
Minus
they got
5.
20 over there too. No, well. Yeah, I mean, these games don't have direct continuations, but there are some games that are better than others. But it was a wholesale situation. Like Phil Spencer went to Square Enix and said, "How many Final Fantasies can you give me for $100 million? Like how many can you put?" I'm just ballparking it. How many of these motherfucking games can you put on Game Pass for this amount of money? And it was like those were the ones that they could get. I mean, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 and 3, if I'm not mistaken, those are like Nintendo games, but PlayStation got it, right? And then I think, was it 4, 5, and 6 on PlayStation? Was it? 4 was
on PlayStation 1, they were on there.
Okay. They don't care. They got most of all the Final Fantasies were over 20 years old by the time they ended up on Game Pass last year. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. The Kingdom Hearts 1 was over 20 years by the time it fucking went to Game Pass.
Anyway, and not only did we get paid by Xbox, even though we know those games are not selling anyway. So if you're giving us money for it, we know you're not buying it. Nobody was
Exactly.
buying it. So you gave us money for it. And now we're going to use that money, make our new games that you're not going to get. It was brilliant.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
A big shout out to the Finest for giving me that information that Spartan gave me in the beginning. And that was the information that Bethesda doesn't know how to really feel about their games not going to PlayStation, knowing that the PlayStation fans want their games and are going to feel some type of way for every single game that we don't get. It's gonna be really, really funny. I'm not buying any more Bethesda games, so I'm cool. And if I do buy any of them that come over here, they're gonna be dirt cheap on these PlayStation sales. But it is gonna be a funny situation because they do look like they want our money. And the Xbox fans are only gonna briefly.
They can't look like that, though, Jay. They can't look like that. They're not supposed to.
They're not supposed to, but they're only human. Some emotions will slip out, and this is one of those emotions that have slipped out, even under contract, even though they're not supposed to act like this publicly or say anything like this publicly. You know, we are human, and these type of emotions, the truth does leak out. And in this case, with this interview, the truth leaked out that they understand that they had a huge fan base over here, and they do understand that without any type of choice, they have to abandon us until their new parents say that maybe they want to put a game over there or something like that. Like, even if I was a PlayStation fan, if they just, you know, give us the middle finger and treat us like the PC fans getting PC ports like 4 years later, I wouldn't buy that game. I buy that shit like much later. Especially if you didn't give a fuck about it. You was living like 2-3 years without that game anyway. Fucking good. You can continue to wait. You know? It's all up to the Xbox community. I love this whole situation right now. They acquired these studios. These games are gonna come out only on Xbox. It'll be only up to the Xbox community to support these games and see if they sell.
If Bethesda falls, it's because of the Xbox.
Exactly. I mean, I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. Let them motherfuckers be responsible for the money that they make off of their own community. See how far they get.
They don't get far. That's their fault because they joined the fucking community. We're so happy to be part of that world. All right. Now let's see how happy the gamers are that you're part of Xbox Game Studios because they're gonna show you what sells. And if you don't get it, oh well.
What's going on, Mike Johnson? How you doing, man? It's good to see you back.
Oh well.
Good to see you back, man.
Up to the gamers now on Xbox. Now you don't have no excuse. That games are launched only on one platform, including PC. You don't count PC. But if it doesn't do good on Xbox or Game Pass, you know who to blame.
So, again, I'm not gonna like when people bring up Psychonauts. This is what y'all do. If you know, just a normal PlayStation fan, maybe you don't have the YouTube channel or shit like us, you know, just ask them, let me see them gamer scores. And they gonna run away or they gonna say something stupid, like, I don't gotta show you this, that's my private information, some dumbass shit like that. And you will know that the game that, in fact, that they were trying to brag about, they don't even play. Let me see the receipt of you purchasing the game. I don't gotta show you that. Well, you already know at that point in time when they start making up excuses, they didn't even purchase the title. So when people, and I see people, and hopefully when you guys see people on the Xbox side bragging about Psychonauts, disregard them, completely ignore them, motherfuckers. Move on to another subject because we already know they fucking capping.
No, don't block them and don't speak to them again.
Hey, just completely just disregard them, motherfuckers.
They want attention, Jay.
I see these motherfuckers showing off glamour shots. I'm like, man, y'all gotta show off glamour shots?
But that's fine. They want us.
No, Jay, those aren't glamour shots. I thought those were paint.
Yeah, I mean,
Those are glamour shots.
They're glamour shots because they try their hardest to find the best looking image or angle, and that is what a glamour shot is. They release glamour shots for every video game before we see gameplay. We had 4 or 5 glamour shots for the new Saints Row. They are sharing glamour shots. They might not look glamorous to us, but that is as good as they think it can look. And it might look good to them, but it looked like butt ass just trash juice to us. So yeah, they're sharing glamour shots. They look ugly. You can take a screenshot. I take like multiple screenshots when I was on Ghost, and just at any point in time, the game looks good. Same shit for Ratchet. Any point in time, it looks good. Spider-Man, any point in time, it looks good. Horizon with the 60 frames per second patch with 4K. Anytime, it looks good. You don't even need photo mode, and we got it for every last game that I mentioned. And 2 of them that I mentioned has fucking ray tracing. Like, if you have to take glamour shots and you use those on the internet for Psychonauts to validate your argument of Psychonauts looking good, then it doesn't look good. Yep. You should be able to just walk anywhere, take a random screenshot, post it online, and be able to have people drop their jaw. You can't do that with Psychonauts. You can do that with Ghost. You can do that with Horizon. You can do it with Spider-Man. You can do it with Ratchet. You can do it with God of War.
Yeah, you can do that with Uncharted 4.
You know? Every single PlayStation AAA game that I might have mistaken not used the name for, we can load up any of our exclusives and just take a random screenshot and it look better than Psychonauts.
Alright, I'll send some haze pictures out.
Except for fucking, you know what I'm talking about. I always gotta be specific with you guys, don't I? PS4 AAA exclusives.
Oh.
Yeah, even some PS3 titles.
Look at that, bro. The order you still can't beat.
Oh, don't get me started on our first generation titles, or our early generation titles. Like I was just showing off Infamous Second Son yesterday. That's another game, and that shit's running in, I believe, sadly,
checkerboard.
Yeah, I think it's checkerboard resolution, but it is 60 frames per second once you do Infamous Second Son. Yes, if you playing it on a PS5, it is 60 frames per second, flawless. Goodness, man.
Well, Infamous is 1800p checkerboard to 4K. That's the native resolution.
Damn. What can Xbox fans even do with that?
Halo, Gears 5. That's the only game that looks phenomenal. And Forza. I'm keeping it.
You don't think Ori looks pretty good?
Yo, bro, you late. I've been talking about Ori literally 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, we talked.
Why you guys are in here for a second? You stream show.
No. We talked about Ori, something about maybe they should buy Moon Studios and stuff. Me personally, look, I'm gonna wait for their next game to start judging, but I judge my visuals not on like side scrolling 2D games, not in 2021. So they gonna have to do something a little bigger than that, and then I can start judging their visuals. But anybody can pull off an art style like that.
Bro, I want them to make good games, man. They can make a great looking game. It could still suck ass.
Yeah. I feel like we're probably about a year or two away from Ori getting announced for PlayStation. If Xbox can fucking help not acquiring that studio, because we know they have some sort of a relationship with them.
And acquired that fucking studio, bro. It's been 11 years.
I know, man, but anything's possible in these gaming streets nowadays. We see some wild ass dumb shit. And that would be a wild ass dumb shit that looks fucking like a pattern when it comes to Microsoft. Buying up indie studios.
It's been 11 years, though.
I know, man. But anything's possible. What, you think PlayStation got to buy them with no relationship? Nah. No, they haven't even put fucking their award-winning games on PlayStation. I don't see PlayStation randomly saying, oh, let me buy them. Let me buy them before Microsoft buy them. No, they not like that, bro. They don't do that dumb shit. Microsoft, the only motherfucker would be doing that dumb shit. Let me buy them so they don't buy them. Let me acquire Discord. You remember that? Let me acquire Discord so Sony doesn't get them. You remember that, right? Yeah, Microsoft, the only dumb motherfucker in the gaming streets that do shit like that. Let me buy them so you don't get it. Do you remember back in the day with Skype? let me buy Skype so you can't use it on your PS3.
And Vita.
Oh, sorry, PS4. Forgot about that.
And Vita.
Well, don't matter because Vita always has Skype. It has Skype. When I was on Skype, and I still had it before I lost my Vita. I had Skype. It was fully functional. And even before Vita had Skype, PSP had Skype. You couldn't get on camera, but you could use the phone call feature. Skype was in a direct line to be on the PS4, and Microsoft knew that was not going to be good for them, so they acquired Skype.
They totally messed up Skype.
And yeah, they fucked it up in the process. I mean, that's another thing people not talking about, the Discord partnership with PlayStation. I can't wait to hear more about that, and we're almost at the end of the year, so that's going to be nice.
Wait, don't that start this year?
No, they said next year, but I think they did say we were going to get more information at the end of the year. Yeah. What major PlayStation exclusives are left to get 60 frames per second update? I would say Uncharted 4 single player, aka the campaign, Bloodborne, possibly some older ones, maybe Order 1886, just throw that out there. I think Fat Princess Adventure is already 60 frames.
It's 60 already.
So yeah, it would be Order 1886, Uncharted 4 campaign, Bloodborne. Oh, and Lost Legacy too.
Yo, you know what's Killzone Shadow 4 runs at 60 with no patch. And if y'all want proof, I could just link y'all the video.
You're talking about the multiplayer, right? Because it did get a patch for the single player to get 60. I got the
every mode runs at 60.
Yeah. Yeah, every mode runs at 60, but we got the patch last year, at the end of last year, to get the campaign at 60. Let me go find it real quick for you.
I came on to complain about. I see these assholes fake capping for the game being shut down, or I think the website.
What?
For Killzone.
Killzone was shut down?
Yeah, they shut it down. The
when?
website. Moriarty said it was 6 months ago, but everybody, including me, just noticed it today. Kind of going viral.
Fuck? I love Killzone, but most bro, this is what I need to understand.
They're blaming Sony, dude.
The people that want to bitch and stuff. No, don't blame Sony. Don't blame Sony. Blame yourself. I'm gonna be that one motherfucker that just. I'm gonna let y'all motherfuckers know. Blame your fucking self. If you don't buy these games, this is what happens. So don't get upset at Sony that they don't want to keep paying for a game that you're not even on. Don't do that. That's your fault.
Personal stuff?
No, we're talking about Killzone Shadowfall website being shut down. The motherfuckers trying to be mad about it. You can't be mad about that shit. They gave you the game, first of all. They gave you the game on PlayStation Plus PS5 collection, and I still don't see motherfuckers on that bitch. So nah, man.
Collection?
Yeah, it's a part of the
and it was one of the first games to get a patch.
Yeah.
Our second game was Spider-Man from 2018. That was the first game to get a patch. Killzone Shadowfall was the first game to get 60 frames on PS5. It was the very
Twitter, man. People lie all the time.
You might be right, bro.
I know that.
No, for Killzone Shadowfall, because I'm going through the update history. I don't see.
Man, say I know.
No, I don't see that one. Hold on. Where's Cam? Not Cam cover. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. Booted it up. Still one of the best games, shooting games, even to right now. Like Killzone, Infamous Second Son, still those are the games that stood the test of time. If you guys missed our Raw Talk stream, which we gonna get real raw and graunchy, bro. Like those Raw Talks are gonna keep going on. I like being able to chat it up with you guys and not feel like we got any type of restrictions based off of the sensitivity.
Imagine them re-releasing the game though, like
I feel like that will be really good.
That'd be deadly, bro.
I feel like that will be really good, and
of that game, look how that looks compared to Halo Infinite, bro. That is a PS4 launch game.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They better hope not even just, you know, re-releasing the game or remastering the game. They better hope to God that they don't do another multiplayer game. They better hope to God that none of the mainline Sony studios do any of a multiplayer game, which is sad for them because Naughty Dog's about to do one, and we already know what that's about to be like.
Shit about to be heat. Niggas been waiting for that.
Exactly,
Remember,
bro. And that all hands are on deck, bro. All hands. That's a standalone multiplayer game. Look at what they gave us with The Last of Us Part 2. You might not like the narrative, you might not like the story. That's perfectly all right. But look at that game. Look at the beauty of that game. And they gave us a 60 frames per second patch that made it look even better.
The RAM smooth as fuck.
So this is what I was
like,
playing yesterday. So what I can confirm, right, is that we did indeed find a strip club. Found a strip club. And I gotta remember where the fuck that shit was.
in what game?
We found a strip club oh, I don't know if you left out. We found a strip club in Watch Dogs 2. Remember? Was you not there?
Yeah, you posted it on Twitter. Yeah.
No, I was wondering if you was in a Discord when we went to Twitch.
I was. And you posted it on Twitter. I was like, it's similar to GTA 4. Yeah, I was there.
There it is. It's right here. It's a bar. It's a bar by North Beach, right? That's a strip club. But what they say is world location business. Bars, coffee shops, and restaurants are at the center of San Francisco's local life, right? But they don't fucking say that it is a strip club. So I had noticed that some of the they got a little lazy on some of that shit. They're like, you know, the clothing shops, they will let you know what they look like and everything, but when it comes to some of the you know, the restaurants and bars and stuff, they just have a standard coffee shop image and give you a description.
Because then it would be copying GTA 5.
Yeah, but it's already copying GTA 5, and we already know that.
Actually, it's more because the actual design of the strip club, you know, with they had the little you know, GTA 5, the entrance of the strip club, right? It has that little booth above it. That's also in GTA 4. You know that mission when you had a little shootout. I feel
like they still did
that
a better
neon shit.
Oh, sorry, this is San Francisco, not California. Sorry, I mean not LA. This is San Francisco.
I'm about to say what?
Okay, so I feel like their San Francisco is much more livelier than GTA's.
Los Angeles?
Yeah, Los Angeles.
It is.
I feel like they both did the best they could do of being accurate of the cities. And even though I have not visited California, I saw it in so many movies. Saw it in all of these motherfuckers. What's that shit called? You know, those reality TV shows. And just I've seen California as much as I've seen New York, even though I've been to New York and not California. So they did a really good job. They did a really, really good job with San Francisco. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're not above age, you might want to leave the stream. So I will say,
leave it just like
I will say that the female character model up there, even though from afar you might look like she got a top, but she does not have a top, because when you get closer, that top that it looks like she has,
it's not there.
It's not there. And you see all nipples and shit. Now, no mind.
Kids, cover your eyes.
No, the one right there does have a top. The one right here was on the pole last night, and she don't got a top, and she just chilling with her breasts out. All of the other ones, so it's only one female character model that does not have a top. Now, this is what I want to say. You don't expect this from a Ubisoft game.
Did I hear breast?
You don't expect to see breasts or ass or thongs or any of that shit. I didn't even expect to find a strip club. But I feel like they did a good job being accurate to the city. I'm guessing it should be more than one strip club in San Francisco. But there's one there, and they made sure that it was there. I feel like this is a good Saints Row alternative if you don't want to buy Saints Row next year. Even though you're not gonna roll with a crew beside you, and you don't get a lot of purple, even though
Since
there's
on the third should have had a strip club,
yeah.
like a neighbor strip club.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. They had one, but they didn't have one you could go in. Like I said, guys, y'all know I love games, and I love freedom games. I love games that are open world. Let me play around in this city. I still haven't even did the mission. They want me to do the mission, so I'm not doing it. I feel like they did a really
Do the
really
damn
good
mission,
job.
bro.
Fuck the mission. They did a really, really, really good job here. They did a really good job.
Yes. Yes,
And
Spartan.
I
You missed the live-
don't
you
give
missed the
props to
live stream, man.
Ubisoft lightly, but they did a really damn good. So, if you see this game for $2, you might want to pick.
$2.
No, I got this shit for $15 or either $20, but it's a 2016 title. You probably can catch this shit on sale all the time. I don't think Saints Row will be able to have a city this dense. Huh? I don't think Saints Row will be able to have a city this dense with life in it.
No, because they're in the desert, remember?
Oh fuck! I'm getting lit the fuck up!
What are you playing?
I'm playing Watch Dogs 2. I guess I went into somebody's neighborhood I wasn't supposed to go. Video games. I like that though, man. You can't just walk around wherever you want. I've died multiple times in this fucking game.
And that's how real life is.
Exactly. You don't want to go into somebody's fucking property.
Don't go into my hood if I don't know you, nigga. Because if you're just showing up, I just want to know who is this?
Back the fuck up.
I can be the fucking police. Yeah. That's why everybody that comes in that area.
I did not see this no trespassing sign.
Why are civilians attacking you?
Because he black.
Great answer, dude. Jesus.
Yeah, because
Man, the realism is uncanny.
Headshots are no joke. There's no bullet sponges in here.
They should have made this a Watch Dogs game. They should have made a regular game like this.
You back the fuck up, you dumbass dog.
Don't disrespect dogs like that. They are best friends.
Fido just got put to sleep.
Yo, I got mad fucking jerk chicken, man. I don't know how much I want to eat of it. You want to see?
What?
You want to see the jerk chicken I got?
Post it in the food section.
Ooh,
Sure.
shit! They trying to fuck me up, man. Oh, that's the cops. I'm getting lit the fuck up over here.
The biggest racist.
Yeah, I heard the word racist just now. You know racism is fun, right?
Got the cops.
What?
What?
Get this man out of here.
The cops know that already.
Front God, give Trudy your L.
Fuck.
Goddamn.
What'd you say?
Give Trudy your L, bro.
Damn, these motherfuckers on my ass.
What, racism is fun?
You said racism is fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an L, bro. Give it Trudy.
What the? I'm giving it to J-Tech.
Oh, fuck. No, that's illegal. You can't do that shit.
I mean, he got a podcast called PlayStation Legion, and the Legion starts with the word Legion starts with a capital L, so he already takes an L. PlayStation has an L in it too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with that. You
So
know,
I
was noticing like, what the fuck is back there? But it's a stash. It's a money stash back that bitch.
Oh yeah. So long
That's
live
what that
racism.
shit is.
With W.
This nigga say,
PlayStation Legion.
nigga say, give that L to Truity. Yo, y'all funny as hell. So did y'all see what I posted in the food section?
Oh, I didn't look at it yet. Hold on.
Y'all damn greedy as fuck, bro. You know how much food I had when I came home yesterday? I had fucking fried chicken and macaroni salad. Then I had this jerk chicken with black rice. Then I had black jerk chicken with rice and peas.
I did kill all of them. Okay, you
Hey,
know
that
what I
was
like
good.
about this game? You could kill people and then you
Alright.
end up die, but they're dead. And then when you come back to life, you're all good.
Nigga, isn't it how it's supposed to be?
No, I mean, but you came back to life, but they didn't. So you just go, man. I
Nigga,
fucked
ain't
with this
that how it's
game, bro.
supposed to be?
Look at this fucking water right there, man.
You want to die and not come
Look at
back to
that
life?
water.
I thought y'all said we can't say the word water around J-Tech, so why you saying it?
I'm saying, no, don't do that.
And this is supposed to say agua, nigga.
I bet that if somebody lived in San Francisco, I could find their house in this. That
Go to my house. It's in South
South New York.
Well, I found my house in Flight Simulator, though.
Oh shit! I found an Xbox fucking Easter egg.
Is it a
a
Xbox
grave?
donut?
Huh?
Is it an
Oh
Xbox
my
donut?
god.
No, I
Fucking
found the
dumpster.
Easter egg, bro.
A dumpster.
Bro,
I made the trash.
this is a really big Easter egg for a multi-platform game, man. Really, really good right here.
Oh yeah. Dump truck.
Fucks with this game heavy, man. It's a different city than what we're dealing with Saints Row reboot, but I do believe the character model is on a realistic level. So I do expect some good quality from the buildings, but I can only hope that it is as good or better than Watch Dogs 2, which a lot of people was trying to say.
Nah, bro. I don't think that's better.
I don't feel like it either, because I still believe they're gonna have the silliness, and I don't.
GTA 3 ain't better than Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, I agree.
GTA 5 ain't even better.
No, I agree, bro. I agree. Like, this game is very underrated. It sold 10 million, so it's not that underrated, but it is underrated when it comes to all the attention to detail they put in this big ass city.
What game sold 10 million?
Watch
It's
Dogs
not
2.
That sold
not
10
good.
million?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, all the Ubisoft games top 10 million.
Yeah.
Oh, combined.
Because they're multi-plat.
Watch Dogs had a slow start.
It had a slow start, but that shit started selling like a motherfucker at the end of 2016. Yo, in 2017, bro, Sony put that shit on sale. That shit started selling like wildfire.
Yeah.
And then Ghost Recon came out and nobody played it because they was playing this shit. This dropped in price to $40, right? Permanently on the PS4 store in 2017, right? Then Sony that was its permanent price.
Oh.
Then Sony put it on sale for 30% off, right? That means it's $28.
I can see
did
why
$28
City had sold it in November.
But yeah, because they had other games out too.
This game actually didn't review that bad.
Yo, the Division really helped this game too. Y'all want to know how that makes sense?
So again, I'm
There's a
not
back-
gonna talk about this anymore. But all I'm gonna say right now is that you don't have to have an exaggerated female form or shape.
Those women.
But you can still have females in your game and then have them realistically what they're supposed to be.
Yo, J-Tech, those women.
Oh yeah, I like that when you jump in the water. There's they do this one thing that you do when you jump in a pool with chlorine, and when you jump in that one area, it's light, because your body. What if you got that little hover area? And I noticed when I jumped in the water, from a dock, it's like that. It's like you jump in and it's white, and then it dissipates. But wherever you go, it's like that, and I like it. I still believe that Grand Theft Auto 5 and this game did the best on water and waves, but I feel like this game edged ahead of it. Huh?
Uncharted 4, bro.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, god damn it. Don't worry, guys. I will be making a water video. I'm not currently working on it, but I am thinking about it. So if you do want that video, I will gladly make it, because it'll be very easy.
Make that video, bro.
But I would
Wait a
need,
minute,
I would
wait
need
a
a
minute,
list
wait a
of
minute.
I would need a list of games to rate.
Wait a damn minute. Jay is a black character and he can swim.
I know.
I
Oh
can't
my
really
God.
swim in real life, so
You can swim.
I can swim to a degree, but I haven't been in like swimming.
Only swim in a
fucking
woman
years.
vagina.
Is
That's
that
only
true of
swimming.
black people not being able to swim?
Majority of us
Hey,
can't.
shit! I grew up in the
Why?
suburbs, so I learned how to swim
We do a
underwater.
lot of shit, but swimming is.
Wait, did you hold on? Did you just say a majority of black people can't swim?
Yes, I
Yep.
did.
Both of them
Swim?
confirmed it.
Prove me wrong.
Can you swim?
But that's well, no, that's a
Nigga, I can
stereotype.
swim.
That's illegal.
stereotype.
You
There you
can't
go.
swim.
And even black people even
Swimming
use
is
it, so
easy.
it definitely shows.
But swimming doesn't really take a lot of like. Why is that hard for? I guess people.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I mean,
Like-
I can swim in somebody's daughter, you know, I can do that. But swimming in like the ocean and shit, I don't know why. It's hard for you like me.
Oh yeah, bro. If they gonna be
This
on
might
that
sound-
modern day shit, they better allow you to take selfies. Like I like that they allow.
that in Saints Row, though, already.
Huh?
They allowed that in Saints Row the Third. It's a go piece, bro.
What? How?
Yeah, man. Open the phone, open the fucking camera. You know how they got the grip view. You switch it, and then you can take a selfie.
Hold on, man. I never knew that shit.
Yeah.
Do you need
Listen.
the power of the cloud to do it?
No. You know what's weird to me? You see when you do roller skating, right? Like with the skates. I cannot do that without the ice skate. I don't
That's
get it.
even more bizarre.
That's weird, right? How can ice
You're
skate?
able to do the harder thing.
The harder one, right? I don't get it. How the fuck that's hard? Like I can ice skate, but roller skating I just can't do. I think it's a balance thing
Oh yeah.
with me because my foot isn't flat.
I used to love skating, man.
So I walk on my house with
Yeah,
slippers. So
skating is great, man. I love that shit.
yeah, like I cannot roller skate. My mother can skate. My mother can swim. Even my father can swim, but like I just can't do this shit. I'm touching my little brother can swim.
bro. I'm on the phone right now, man. I'm on the Saints Row the Third phone. Now, how did you do the selfie? Cause I don't see no fucking camera on this.
What the fuck is it? I think my shit's on PC.
You sure you can fucking do a selfie on this shit?
Yeah.
They really should have a camera option because that's a little bit
I'm out of my
more.
shit. Oh yeah, I'm out of my shit. Oh my bad.
I already knew.
Oh,
that
my
my
God.
ass was lying.
You PC nigga, get out of here.
I plotting that motherfucker on PS3. I never saw no selfie option. Now I know that you can run up to a fan on the street and you take a picture like that,
Oh yeah.
similar to
I
Spider-Man.
never did that
But on
before.
Spider-Man, you can actually take a selfie with the phone.
Yo, I took a selfie jumping off the Avengers Tower. I was like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
bro? Because when you had to close the phone so you didn't fucking die, I was so paranoid. Like, I'm gonna die. I was literally like 20 feet off the ground before I swung.
So we ain't get shit today. It's a Monday
need
and
to
nobody
take,
fucking did shit.
I need to take a bath, Simona. What? Why do we need to know that? Nobody
I
cares.
need to take a bath. Arnold. Oh, okay. So I got one pattern that I talked to you guys about with Saints Row. I'm not gonna bug y'all with this. I did notice for the Saints Row the Third 10 years ago that literally right after they posted a CGI trailer, multiple languages, they did do a gameplay, or what is it, an open world gameplay developer diary. Now, they did a developer diary, and they showed not as much gameplay as this. Like, literally, this whole video of 7 minutes and 32 seconds, that's literally him walking around the whole fucking city. Like, it's no, you don't see the developers at all. It's just one guy talking, and he's showing off the game. And, like I said, man, I'm gonna buy the game for $60, and you get the PS5 version, so I'm straight with that. But I in no way believe that this game is gonna do good. Not anymore.
Oh, just a random outburst. Fuck the WWE.
They do something wrong, or it's just random.
Nigga, they exist.
Well,
That's something wrong.
what Metacritic score do you guys predict for Saints Row the reboot?
74.
70. Something in the 70s.
74.
Okay, yeah. I can see that for sure.
You know why I expect a higher score? Because the SJW rated high because it's for them. So I
got games and shit in there. Okay, and
I could see it getting like an 82.
no,
yeah, 82 is a good. 82 would be a good score.
absolutely the fuck not.
Only because it's catering to.
I feel like
shit.
what you said, True Witty, is very true, but also wrong because it's not that many SJWs. That's why we're always baffled by why a developer panders to them so much, because it's really not that many of them reviewing the game.
Not that many of them, but the ones that are doing the reviews.
I don't know.
They're the
Bill
ones
Druckmann did a whole sit down to encourage more representation for them in games in real life. So he did that before The Last of Us came out. So yeah, J-Tech would be right. There's not that many.
It's not that many. But
That's
listen to this, True Witty. Even if it was a lot of them, right? Why does it matter if they're represented? They don't even play games like this. So why would they go out of their way to represent?
Though, Jay, I'm not saying it does.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna represent someone that won't buy your game and never has purchased your game, just so that person that has nothing to do with your game or your fan base can give it a good score and then continue to go about their life ignoring your game.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were represented for a couple of minutes.
It's not why, but it happens.
Yeah, I know. It's the dumb, bro. That's the most shallow thing. Like, please like me. I'm gonna put this in the game just so you can feel comfortable. But please like me. Please give my game a good.
Yo,
man,
we need a T-shirt. We need a T-shirt with that. Please like me.
Oh God.
Please like me. I'm gonna start saying that shit all the time.
Please like me.
That shit makes me fucking sick.
When J-Tech uploads a video, please like me.
Yeah, please like all the PC bullshit.
Nah, that shit was funny as hell. Why this chicken not even hot? Getting me tight. This shit not even that spicy. Yeah. I think I got used to it.
Bro, ain't shit happened today, bro. That shit is hilarious.
Hey, it's Monday, bro. It's to be expected.
Like, but everybody in this bitch just said, "Oh yeah, we don't work on Mondays." I wish I didn't have to work on Mondays. Fuck.
Shit, I don't work on Mondays, but I will next week.
Huh?
Fuck that shit. We gotta watch Doki D, little kid version of Pokemon, but better.
No, that shit is lit. Yeah, a lot of
this
people
game probably. Whenever this game comes out, I'll probably have a full head of hair. They saying it's not an MMO, but I know it's gonna be online co-op, so we'll see.
It's an MMO, bro.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I know, but they was like, no, it's not an MMO. It's not. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's a big ass map. You go online with other people. It's an MMO. Fuck it. It looks like they've been working on this shit for quite a while, though.
A lot of people are interested in that shit.
Oh yeah.
But let's be real. Most people that's interested ain't gonna buy it.
I will.
I will.
Oh, I will too. You know, I grew up playing Asian games, so it's all awesome. I'm all for that shit.
That's racist. There's no such thing as Asian games.
Hey, I'm just saying more broad. Japanese, they're not Japanese, so I just.
There we go. Don't give all the Asian.
I think this might be. Is this Japanese or is this Chinese?
Doki seemed like a Korean.
No, I was wondering because the people that did Black Desert, the people that did Black Desert did this, so I was wondering if Black Desert.
Black Desert.
What?
I don't know who Black Desert is about.
It's about black people.
Pearl Abyss.
Yeah.
Korean.
Oh, okay, they're Korean. Okay, so this is Korean.
Yep. Speaking of Asia, you see where China restricted online gameplay to an hour now on weekends?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
Restricting gameplay to an hour on weekends? What
and
the heck?
holidays? Yeah.
Man, I could not live in China. I'm sorry.
No, bro.
All work, no play.
Korea
If
is
you
going to be
guys
the next
ever
underdog
wanted to
in
know
the
why
world.
so many Chinese developers are making games for the West now, that's why. Because they need money from these games that they make are very good, but they ain't making money and they're not gonna get people to play it.
That's why. Yeah, you're right. That's why. Kind of stupid, bro.
Yo, you heard that 3 hour shit they doing? I'm like, bro, you stupid
Yeah, I saw that
motherfucker? What the
3 hour
fuck is you
limit.
thinking?
Shit, I think I was on Saints Row for like 2 hours before. That's another thing. I was trying.
Man, like,
I was
damn,
trying to
bro,
get like two. I got 2 trophies today off of part 4. I'm chipping away at that platinum though. I think that's more obtainable. It might take a little longer, but I think it's more obtainable than Return with Platinum because I really don't want to go back to that game right now.
The average gamer play at least 2 to 3 hours after work and shit on a daily basis. Like,
yeah.
Come on, bro.
Ain't shit happened today, man. I'm really upset about that. Like, not a single person said anything today. Hold on, let me go check and see what did Xbox say anything. Oh, they
Xbox
changed
said-
their logo to the Psychonauts logo. Look at that dumbass shit. When everybody plays, we all win. Get that dumbass shit out of here, man.
Get that kumbaya bullshit out of here.
The fuck? They got the balls to say something like that when they're preventing people from playing games. Fuck out of here, man.
When everybody plays, we all win.
So we got Saints Row, that walkthrough trailer. Did they post that shit again? Or is that the first time they posted? They only posted it 3 hours ago? Wow.
Yeah, they don't care.
You know that walkthrough trailer? The 7-minute trailer with the gameplay? They posted that shit today. Oh fuck?
Is it a different like outlet or something? YouTube channel?
That's the official. That's the official shit.
Shit.
Hold on, man.
Maybe
PlayStation
they made
posted
some
their shit 3 days ago. It's so weird how Xbox don't even care about games that started on their platform no more, bro. That game started on an Xbox 360, and you just now posting that trailer that was posted Friday. PlayStation was on top of that.
They don't even care about Halo, so what makes you think that? They don't care about anything else.
Xbox does suck, man. That's what we're gonna end the stream with the title. Xbox sucks. They really do suck, man. Everybody have a good Monday. That's all I can say. Have a good Monday. It is not much of a Monday in terms of news or announcement in any capacity. Ain't shit really went down today at all. I feel like they should just make Monday a fucking weekend and just everybody not do shit on a Monday because, you know, it's a fucking Monday. Yeah. They ain't doing shit. So they not working or they're not giving out any news, let me put it that way. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So they only really work 3 days a week.
I wish I could have worked while I was asleep.
They not working on Monday. We shouldn't work on Monday.
Exactly, I feel you. Everybody have a great day. God, what up? God of PS3 games. You said Saints Row 2 was my favorite Saints Row game. I agree.
It is too.
Yeah, I agree. 1 second. I believe, if I'm correct, I don't have it. I have it, but I gotta go find it. So I got Saints Row video part 2. So when everybody say, hey, Saints Row 2 is the best, don't worry, I got gameplay on the PS5 on the on the USB stick ready for my project, my video that I'm working on. I have everything ready. What I'm waiting on is the full gameplay walkthrough that we know they're supposed to post. So whenever they do that, I'll be able to get that content, compare it to part 2, compare it to part 3, and then that'll be it.
Jay, I have a question for you.
Mm.
I heard you mention projects at the beginning of the. Are you still doing that Project Xbox shit?
No. Okay. I feel like that's worthless right now. Like, I was gonna do it to give people my
honest opinion.
my honest opinion on the games that are out or coming out, but they're all shit. Halo is coming in an incomplete status. Forza is always gonna be there until it's not with the licensing, if that ever has a licensing issue years down the line. But
it would never happen because Microsoft is one of the board members.
Huh?
Microsoft is one of the board members. FIA.
Yeah, but it has a licensing problem with the last Forza Motorsport. So you know, you
Sony's
never know with
making
these
money.
things, bro. Yeah, they
Sony's making money. That's the thing. So I don't know. You're right. Until it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Gran Turismo, they good with their fucking licenses, but when it comes to Forza, which is not as popular and does not make as much money, it will probably only be able to hold the license for a shorter amount of time because you know these people with the licenses, they're greedy as shit now. They try to get even more money out of these people to make their games and stuff than they did back in the day. Like the amount of music that they had in Saints Row 2 that was really good music, it surprises the fuck out of me. Like I don't know how much it costs them to get these songs in there and then get the likenesses and get these voice actors have a big like they like.
They finessed that Jamaica radio station though.
Oh yeah,
that shit was heat.
Bro, they did the damn thing, man, with Saints Row 2.
Yo, that was tough. That was tough.
Yo, to hear y'all own music in that game, bro, I heard the first Bob Cartel song in that game. I was like, oh shit, because in GTA 4 they had a Movado song, and then they have Bob Cartel in Saints Row 2. I was like, oh shit. And then they just continue with GTA 5. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. They destroyed Saints Row the third soundtrack. And a bunch of pop shit. Like, yeah, you had Kanye West song, but that's the main one.
Saints Row third soundtrack is shit.
Yeah, like, destroy that shit. Like, bro, and I'm like, Saints Row, like, this game was that soundtrack used to be fire. Saints Row really did a thing with soundtracks, but the 3 was awful, and 4 was better. You know, you could change it on the go. You know, that was only cool thing about it. You could change it while you were running super fast. You could do that. You're on the menu, you have music playing in the background. That's the only thing you do.
It was so stupid, bro. It was a dumb. It was a horrible soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy? You know why the soundtrack was so bad? Because some of the best songs they put in the game was in the fucking stores. If you go to Image at Design, you will see most of the best soundtracks, like the song Blush and everything, like by Femi or Last Child, whatever her name is. That was some of the best music in Saints Row the Third was that Image at Design and Planet Saints and Rim Jobs. All the best songs was in the fucking stores. That's where they wanted you to go most of the time. Did J-Tech stop the podcast? I hope so.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done, bro. He's out here.
No, I wish Manny, I would just fuck her mom. Man. A new tweet from Sony. What they say? Oh, yeah. I'll be forgetting. So No Manny is signed to Sony. I'll be forgetting. Yo, y'all seen the new Resident Evil movie coming out? Sony not playing. The niggas said exclusively in theaters. They not playing. They made sure to tell you that shit is only in the theaters. Go get your tickets. That's the only way you're seeing it. And the Spider-Man movie says exclusively in theaters. They're not putting that shit on them subscription services. They're not playing. They want their money back.
They want me to see a movie about a virus outbreak with a bunch of people during a current virus outbreak.
Yep, it makes perfect sense.
Oh, they're out of your minds.
That's the perfect way to market this shit. Resident Evil was about virus outbreak. What better way to release it? They're doing a pandemic.
The only one I saw in theaters was the first one, which is the best one.
Underground.